to the Press for Conversation podcast. I got a special guest. A guest been here before, man. We got nice things to talk about. We want to talk about this new banging album he got coming out, and we just want to see what he been up to, man. He been in the background, but he been doing some things on the underground, man. That's gonna show the whole world how he been busy. My main man, Nick Varcity.
What up?
So what's going on, Nick?
Man, I got an album coming, man.
Oh yeah, so Cleco Vision.
Cleco Vision.
Take us down that road, baby. Why Cleco Vision?
Because it's really just on it's a perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even really. So Cleco, I'm not gonna lie. Cleco, the drink, when I was ordering it, asking for it, store clerks in the city didn't even know what it was. So it was really just me feeling like I had foresight. Like when you see everybody popping bottles and they using the loan money, that everybody going crazy like that. It was like, dang, I saw this before. I saw this years before, 2009. You know what I'm saying? I was drinking it. So it was kind of like just me having a vision of seeing things from a more luxurious perspective, but being ahead of my time, basically.
So what you mean by ahead of your time? Like, do you figure it was too fast, or why you say it was like ahead of your time, basically?
Because it was a point where I was making the kind of music that people the city they wasn't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? And now I feel like they starting to get ready for it because everything is starting to sound redundant at this point. Not saying that people are, it ain't weak or nothing. It's just the same thing. So if I give them something different, then it's like, oh, what's this over here? And I think they ready to see what's this way.
Do you have different producers for this album?
I got two. I got three, but four. So really, I've been working with the Olympics, Knoxville, JFab, my brothers. iRock Says, that's my brother, and Coke. He on there. He co-produced some things with the Olympics. So it's gonna be crazy, man. You talking about 2 platinum producers?
Oh man,
one group.
Yeah, it is crazy because last song I did, you said one girl's a hamburger and she a cheesesteak. And I was cracking up. I was cracking up laughing, man. But besides that, man, I enjoy listening to your music.
Thank you, man.
I enjoy it. Now tell us about this song. Is it Relentless?
Oh.
Tell us about this record.
Relentless. So, okay. In the middle of us creating Cleco Vision, we went down to Marietta, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. And we had like a creative retreat. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was the Olympics. iRock he didn't make that trip, but he was like tapping in with us. And then it was Jay Neely. Shout out to Jay Neely. That's my brother too, man. We was just down there kind of vibing out. Scro, director, we was just mapping everything out. And they made one beat and I just wrote to it like extremely fast. And he was like, dang, you want to try to record it? So long story short, we didn't have a mic. We had everything but the mic. So we ran to Best Buy and got like one of those podcast mics, like the regular, the Blue Boy, and grabbed one of those and I recorded that song. Wow. Yep.
That's crazy. See how you can make history in that short amount of time?
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to make history somewhere that quick.
Yeah.
But see, when you hungry and you got to drive, you'll record anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. See, that's what I was talking about when I was interviewing some folks on my last episode. I was saying that I will do an interview outside in the rain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how much I love interviewing people. But let's get off me. It's just, I enjoy your music. I really like listening to your music. Cashmere Thoughts, that's a great album. And you said this album, Cleco Vision, will be better, which I disagree. But I haven't heard it yet, so I can't say that. But I like Cashmere Thoughts. I think Cashmere Thoughts was a well done project.
Yeah.
It wasn't rushed.
Yeah.
I can tell that the process was it was thought of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was thought of. This one, Cleco Vision, when I heard the Relentless, I said, oh, okay. He about to get ready to start something. Nah, he about to get ready to talk some stuff.
Yeah.
So for the people out there that's listening, how did you meet Jay Neely?
Man, so shout out to Dimitri Lavelle, R&B singer, super dope. it was random night. He hit me up like, yo, you want to go out? I wasn't going to clubs or nothing like that. I was kind of like behind the scenes. Yeah, basically. Very introverted. So he pretty much was like, man, let's go to, it was a club called Strata. He like, yo, let's pull up there. My homeboy Jay Neely, we doing some business. He gonna get us in. We good. We ain't got to worry about nothing. So I pull up. He like, what up? Whatever. We have a club night. That was it, right? A few years later, my homeboy going through something with his wife at the time. And he like, come out with me. I want to just be around some good energy. You know what I'm saying? Females, good energy. I'm like, all right, bet. So we pull up to Annex. I think it was like a quiet storm. One of the Quiet Storm Tuesdays. Oh, yeah. I pull up. So they telling me how much it costs. I'm going to the ATM. Neely at the top step, like, no, you ain't got to pay. Come on, just come in. We get in there. You like, whatever you drinking, it's on, it's whatever. And it's been love since then.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So that how did he become your manager though?
So he pretty much was kind of like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? He was like, you probably do something. Like, what do you do? And I told him music. And most people, you tell somebody you do music, it's like, everybody do music.
Especially here in the city. Yeah.
So I told him, and then I let him hear some music. And then that's when he was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We can put something together. So we had a few meetings, and it kind of went like, you pop up with me to these events. You have all access.
Y'all remind me of the Four Horsemen, man. I mean, Dean Malenko, Ric Flair. Y'all remind me of the evolution, man. Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista, all of. Yeah. It's like, and the funny, like, if I see you, I know Jay Neely somewhere, and if I see Jay Neely, I know Justin Floyd somewhere. And if I don't see one, if you ain't with him, you with if I'm saying his name right, I call him Don Glover.
Yeah, Donovan Glover, man. Shout out to him. That's my brother. Like,
yeah, so I usually see you with him a lot.
Yeah,
and I haven't heard from I forgot his name, DJ GQ. I haven't heard from him in a minute. But,
oh yeah, it's been a minute. I ain't seen him in a minute. Either. Shout out to him though. Shout out to GQ.
So let's see. You say you don't freestyle as much.
No,
is it because right now you're in album mode?
I think it's a mix between that and I don't know, man. It just never really. I'm more of like an interpersonal type dude. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work. I'll work on that. I'll say that. That's probably one of the things I need to probably work on doing because the bars there is just. I don't be feeling like it's organic for me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just be like, you ain't gonna feel it like you will feel it if you just listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me being partially introverted, and that's something I need to just work on, to be honest.
I think you starting to pop out more.
Yeah.
I think it started with, like I said, all the songs I heard is pop, but I think after that song "On My Way" came out and it hit the radio and everything, I think that really pushed you out there.
It forced
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in touch. Like, tell us about this. I like this white buff clothing line.
Yes, man.
I unfortunately I went on there and they ain't have my size, so I had to kind of just I gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? So get my weight down so I get because it goes to a certain limit.
Yeah.
But I like the colors. I like the image of it. How did you come up with that?
Thank you. So first I want to shout out Philip Simpson, artist, genius, Steak, my dog Steak, genius. We actually put in hours and hours. Like we had to completely reconstruct what White Buffs was because the first edition of it, we had some things in there where there was a company, Carhartt. We had a few things that incorporated some of Carhartt design, and we got a cease and desist. They sent it out quick. So what we had to do was we fell back for like a year. So during the whole time where the pandemic was going on, we was just mapping it out and redesigning it and trying to create something that showed.
I wonder, was they say y'all was stealing their stuff or what was it?
I mean, in a way, to be honest, you know how Urbanware is. We kind of take things that we're inspired by You know what I'm saying? We take it and we put our own twist on it, our own flip on it. Like Dapper Dan was doing it for years, so it goes back. Like everybody takes something from somewhere.
Right. It's just like artists are sampling songs now.
Yeah. It's just the culture. It's the hip hop culture.
Right. So that's what I was. But I gotta ask you this question because you're an artist, and I have to bring this up to you.
Okay.
Now, Ice Will Vezo, no, he went on the road, a ramp, about videographers. He said, if I can recall, he said it's a lot of lazy videographers in Michigan. How do you feel about that? You think that was fair, or you just think that was just?
I feel like it was fair. I feel like this. It's a difference between a videographer, a cameraman, and a director. It's a big difference. It's a lot of cameramen out here. It's a lot of videographers out here. You can buy a camera, and if it's shooting 4K, you can aim it, and you can go and download somebody's editing program and use the shortcuts and say, "Hey, I shoot videos," because it's such high demand that people don't even put the pressure on the video on the director anymore. So yeah, I agree with him. I believe in some ways it did get lazy. It did become, and it's no disrespect to them, because it's a lot of them out here that's doing a thing. Donovan Glover, believe it or not, was a film director. He was a director, still is to this day, before he became a DJ. You know what I'm saying? So you know how it is to work with an actual film director. Shout out to Scroll, another one. He shoot a lot of my videos as well, and it's up to us to find somebody with that talent and help hone that talent for them. You know what I'm saying?
Now, what do you mean by help home? What do you mean by that?
Give them tips. Like, you find somebody that want to learn, they want to be great at what they do. They can use your likeness to build up their likeness. You know what I'm saying? It's like bartering. Like, if I'm a good rapper, right? People want to see all these videos. And you a director. You just starting out. Work with me. I'll let you work with me. You can shoot all my stuff, and we'll get better and better each time. Whatever you need a lens, we gonna invest together with that lens. You need a new camera, something happened, we gonna do that. If you need me to scoop you up to shoot the video, we gonna do that. But we gotta start investing in what mean the most to us. And a lot of people don't do that. You can't just go off hiring anybody. You mixing too many energies.
Right, I think a lot of people are afraid to take risks too, man. Like,
oh, definitely.
Like, it's just crazy. I think a lot of people are afraid to take risks. Like I used to do interviews from my phone. Like, you could do videos from your phone.
I started rapping on a Talkboy.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's because you really want it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Of course, you coming out to the world and things of that nature. But you really want something, man. Two things you don't care about: how you gonna get it and how much it costs. Because you're gonna get it regardless.
That's real.
I don't care. If it's $2,000, I have it.
Yeah, you gonna work your way there.
Yeah, I have it. I have it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You only got $1 in your pocket. I have it tomorrow.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's the mentality I have. Like, it's just that, and I think, you know, that's why I want to see this Cleco Vision. I want to see where it's gonna go, because you say it's better than Cashmere Thoughts.
It is.
So I will be the judge of that.
You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why I think it is?
Yes,
and it's tough, because that's like one of my Cashmere Thoughts is, for me, that was my second project.
That's
ever.
My favorite album. So
that was my second project ever.
Okay.
And for me, I felt like it was the first time I did a project. It was just to shut people up in my hood. Like, all right, I did it, it's over. But then people I didn't know started liking it. So when I did this one, I did it from more of a, like, I'm an artist now. But this, I've grown so much, man. That's like almost 10 years ago. It's going to be 10 years this May. That'll be 10 years since Cashmere Thoughts dropped. So,
have you ever thought about bringing it back out? Like
I thought about it.
Or are you just going to leave it alone?
I think leaving it alone. Sometimes the sequel, you can mess a sequel up. So I just want to keep it where it is, as rough as it is, as raw as. I want people to see the growth. That's why I'm saying I'm able to put this new project up against that, because you talking about, and shout out to Fleetwood, Flyboy J, rest in peace DJ K-Riss. Those are the ones who produced that, fully produced that. So now I'll go from that to not saying it's an elevation as far as production, but it's an elevation as far as who I am.
Right. It's elevation. It's like levels.
Yeah.
It's levels. Now you say I just seen you mention a little bit. You said you had to shut people up in the hood. Now, because this is why I take it. Maybe you don't take it, but to me, I feel like Stardom is heading your way. And what I mean by Stardom, like I think your fan base is growing.
Yeah.
And I think once this Cleco Vision drop, if you say it is hotter than the Cashman Thoughts, then I think it's gonna be some problems. Like
I appreciate that.
So those people you say you had to shut up, is it different? Like, now, have your friendship become different dealing with people since you started Little Stardom? Because I know when that song "On My Way" came out, I know it was around the world. It was around the whole city.
Yeah.
So I know people starting to pick that up because it was like a good club anthem. You know what I'm saying? It was a different you.
Yeah.
It wasn't
wasn't used to that.
Yeah. So I just had to ask you that, like, how is it now? Do you feel like you're reaching stardom now?
I wouldn't know what that felt like, but I know I feel like a working Nick is what's necessary. Okay. If that makes sense. Yeah, it does. I need to be active. I need to be working. I need to stay consistent, and they need to see me even more. So I could say that. I don't know what stardom feel like. You know what I'm saying? I just think consistency is needed more than ever right now for me. You know what I'm saying? Things are a little different. You walk in certain places free. You spend less money. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you come out of your pockets a little less.
Right.
People respect you a little bit more. But
so, in during this time in Cleco Vision,
yeah.
How was you in album mode? Was you cut off? Was you to yourself? Was you so you on witness get a little chain of writer's block? How did you get this album done frequently and fluently?
Damn, that's a good question. I honestly, man, I went through writer's block at times. Yeah, of course. And
how you deal with that?
I just keep writing.
Okay.
I don't care if I'm a writer, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was a journalist, so I'm a writer.
Okay.
So for me, that's how I get through it. A shooter gonna keep shooting, even if you miss. The shooter, if Steph Curry missed his first 3 shots, please believe me, he's still gonna try to put up his quota, whether it's 23s, however many Kerr giving him. So for me,
and see, that's yeah. I'm sorry. That's sorry to cut you off.
No, you
but
good,
that's the drive I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that's why I've noticed that about you. Like, that's the drive I'm talking about. Like, see what you just said. Yeah. If Stephen Curry missed his first 3, he back in the gym.
Yeah, for real.
Right? That's unacceptable to him.
Yeah.
But we looking at like, fool, you can shoot. Like,
yeah.
But see, it's personal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because it's personal because it's Nick Varcity versus Nick Varcity.
Exactly my point.
And when it gets personal to me, because you can listen to the album be fire to me.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, nah. I don't like this track.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
I don't like this track.
We going through that now. Why you think it's taking so long for the album to drop?
Yeah.
Because we like
you
take this
You
off.
can record like 20-some songs and 7 only make the album.
Well,
that's crazy.
We recorded 100.
100?
Yeah, we recorded 100 songs. We got about 100 songs. We narrowed it down to about 12. Yeah.
And that's crazy. So tell me something, man.
Yeah.
Detroit Pistons halftime show. How did that go? Tryouts.
It didn't go well. I ain't gonna say it didn't go well. So what it was is it was the tryouts, right?
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't make the tryouts, but it was more so about the feeling I got when I got on the arena floor. That's what mattered to me. I didn't care if I made
the experience.
It or not. I just wanted to touch the floor, look up at the jumbotron, see myself, because I believe in like
that was an accomplishment.
Yeah, and you got to be able to see it first. You know, if you see it first, then it's easy when the real thing comes. So when people look back at this interview, like, damn, he said he was gonna be in an arena one day, and I end up in an arena, I could say thank you to the Detroit Pistons for giving me a chance to step on that floor.
I mean, they actually did give you a chance, though.
Yeah,
I mean, it might not be it might not be you made it at that point, but maybe at that time it wasn't for you because you had to come out with Cleco Vision.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
with Cleco Vision drop and it's hot to fire, now it's time to go back.
Right.
You know, remember it's the first half to a basketball game and it's the second half.
Exactly.
First half might not be good, but the second half, we come out blazing. So maybe it's time for you to come out in the second half.
Yeah. No, for
And
sure.
that's why it probably wasn't your time at that moment because you had to say that for Cleco Vision.
Yeah, that's real.
And so, you know, at that particular time, maybe I'm glad you didn't make it because you had to say that for Cleco Vision.
Yeah.
Maybe you could have put that in the record. You know what I'm saying about going through that transaction.
Yeah, no, for real.
So by you doing that, going through that, you had to.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Cleco Vision would have been made if you didn't go through that experience. Now
I
you got
agree.
something else to add to your arsenal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I just want to tell you, then just keep being inspirational, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And I appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate you coming to talk about albums. Because some people say albums is, some people, you know, people listen to albums, but attention span is short now.
Very short.
So everybody be like, I just put out a single and that's it.
Yeah. I like to put out bodies of work though, man.
I mean that's artistry.
Yeah.
I mean that's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
And that's artistry. But some people, like for instance, the Rick Ross album. A lot of people didn't like it.
Okay.
I liked it, but a lot of people didn't like it. They say it wasn't like it wasn't supposed to be. But
I haven't heard it yet. It's a few albums I haven't heard yet. But once this album done, I'm gonna tap in because I feel like Rick Ross is inspirational to me.
To me, he is, and just like, you know, to me he is, and I can see. I ain't trying to compare y'all, but it's like the same.
I hear that a lot.
Because
And that's fine. That's fine
because you know what I'm saying, how you carry yourself, you know what I'm saying, you carry yourself. However you carry yourself, you're more professional.
Yeah.
And you got guys around you that's winners.
For
like
sure.
that Jay Nilly, man, that dude is
That's my brother, man. Shout out to
mean,
Jay
you know,
Newman, man.
dude
Dude literally went from, it's incredible to even think about it. He went from promoting parties to owning the building. If that's not a come up story, I don't know what is. Like, you gotta respect, that's black excellence if black excellence was a person.
Yeah, and what's so crazy, you got a guy that's humble. Like,
Yeah.
when I first met him, he came up here and I was like, man, this dude is excellent. Like, I had nothing bad to say about Mr. Nilly, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I like talking to him. I don't call him as much, but I gotta call my guy and see how you doing. I don't call you as much because I know y'all be busy, and so do I. You know, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get a chance to interview any and everybody, man. I don't care if you celebrity hot, if you got something going on. I would just want to interview you.
I love this show, man. This is a good show.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure, man. And we love you, man. We love the fact that you came on and you called. Because I hit you up before when I was just starting.
Yeah.
And I know you was kind of, I don't know, you didn't respond right away, but you said you'll let me know.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you was into doing interviews at that moment.
Introvert, I'm as a Gemini, bro, that shit get weird for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be in certain modes. Like, sometimes I'm extroverted. Sometimes I'll out and about, but I'll go into hibernation, and it'll be like, I ain't really got too much to talk about right now. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when you mentioned the Stardom thing, now I have to have something to talk about more than ever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm talking about here on out, they got to see my face more. I can't just hide and hibernate and expect the same results. You know, a different
Right,
result.
because, I mean, you got so much skill. I think your presence is demanded now. Like, there is no more introvert because you're not allowed to anymore.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just keeping it real.
I
You're
agree.
not, your skills is not, you're not allowed to anymore. And when you drop that On My Way, you on your way now.
I'm a critical person, but that's probably the only song ever that when it dropped, I don't mind it playing. I don't care who around. Like, kids say it, women dance to it, DJs play it, send me videos of it. So that's the first song I ever made, and it was a fun song. It was really kind of, the hook was like a reference. You know what I'm saying? And to know that you can create a reference and it can turn into something like that, to me, that gave me all the confidence in the world to know that
Now, quick question before we end this great episode. Did you record Cleco Vision here a lot, or you went out of town?
I went out of town.
Oh,
I recorded.
Wow. Oh,
yeah.
That's gonna be fire.
I went out of town, man.
That's gonna be fire. You know what's crazy? I thought I had a weird vision. I thought you had a song on it that's created by Hit Boy. I always thought that. I don't know why is that possible. It's crazy because I thought either that or you did a feature with Big Sean. I don't know why I always think that, man. Like
maybe it's coming.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
like, no, seriously, I thought you did a record with Hit Boy. I'm like, man, he hiding something from us. And I was like, he did a one with Hit Boy, but I Big Sean. I'm like, he did one with the other. It's either he did a song with him or he got a beef from Hit Boy and just ain't telling.
I mean, it's on the way. If you feel that, it's on the way. I think right now the features who I'm doing music with, that's grown. I'm in different rooms now, bigger rooms than I ever been in. So shout out to Street Lord Juan as well. We've been working with him lately. That's a legend. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to John Connor. So it's a few people that I've been working with that's, it's getting
That's
bigger.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. So for the people out there that's watching this Press for Conversation podcast, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Nick Varcity at NickVarcity, because I do it for the city. It's the same thing for Twitter and Instagram. Those are the only two places I'm really active, so you can just see me there. Tap in.
All right, y'all. This is the Press for Conversation podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Layback Corey, man. Make sure y'all check out that Cleco Vision. So we'll be dropping later on this month, man.
Yes, sir.
All platforms, man. But like I said, one love, y'all. Make sure y'all check out the Press for Conversation podcast on all platforms, too. Thank you so much. Peace.
Peace.